biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the AFC champion New England Patriots and the champions of the NFC, the Los Angeles Rams. Around the globe, wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday. Great to share with you one more time, Greg. What a 2025 season, all the twists, all the turns, and it all culminates tonight here in Santa Clara.
And I think this is a matchup, Mike, that I don't know how many people had on their card a couple weeks ago, but we look at the rosters, both sides of the ball, very well balanced, very well coached. So I think the biggest thing each team told us all week was, let's just handle the emotions of the pregame. Let's handle all of the lead-up, because once that ball's kicked off, let's just rely on what's gotten us here, and I think we're in for a treat.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. And off we go on EA Sports. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Rams first down.
First down, Rams.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
17 yards.
17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the first.
And this offense just continues to methodically move the ball down the field here on their opening drive, Mike. And I think defensively, they've got to figure something out. Otherwise, this has the looks for one of those long days in the office.
He's got it at the 7, and he will get into the end zone. Puka Nacua, touchdown Rams.
Well, after 2 weeks of anticipation, 2 weeks of scrutiny, I'm not sure if you can start a Super Bowl game any better than we just saw here, Mike. I mean, to take that ball down methodically, play after play, and end up with a touchdown, it just allows you to settle into the game, settle your entire sideline, and take a deep breath. Now it's up to the defense to go out there and try to get a stop, and you just can't start a Super Bowl any better than that.
Point after, coming up here. He's got it. And the Rams are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0.
Patriots nothing.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Again, it's Henderson, and he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs. Back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on first down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on second down. But now after taking a loss on first and second, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on third down.
On 3rd and long, here's May. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Rams offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. He'll find his tight end. It's Colby Parkinson. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
Stafford now on 2nd down. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big play here in the big game. 52 yards.
As that play unfolded, Mike, I thought he was going to have a chance to find the end zone for the 2nd time here today. And I'll be honest, if I'm the play caller, at the end of this drive, I might give him one more shot at the end zone. But either way, they got to be thinking coming away here with 6.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
His kick is good. And the Rams will extend to a 10-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. On 1st and 10, here's May. He's got his man, Keyshawn Boutte. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
13 yards.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
To throw on 1st down is May. That'll be caught. He doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Rams have it.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
And he's already topped the century mark in receiving yards here in this 1st half, so you'd have to think the bulk of the targets are going to continue to go his way. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Williams. Had to push through that one tackler, but he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap to Stafford. To the outside, it's brought in by Adams.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Stafford now on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Smith. A gain of 17 yards. First down, LA.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And good red zone running here, taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pick up of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now Stafford. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. But a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls and get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs. You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Williams. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. So, 1 quarter down here on Super Bowl Sunday. 10-0 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football. Can the defense do it again? From the 1. 3rd down now, and goal. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
The offense will stay out trying to get this final yard. It is 4th and goal. Parkinson in motion. Stafford to throw it. And this is caught. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Jordan Whittington. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Mevis, good on the extra point. And the Rams move further out in front. It is now 17-0. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. Working out of the gun, it's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
From the 43, here's second down and 7. Out of the gun, here's May. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's complete to Henderson. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Rams offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Roberts Lane on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 6. The motion man is Nakua. He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. Off play action. It's Stafford. That's called in on the left by Nakua. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Gain of 12.
That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
On first down, right back to Williams. And he will get all the way down to to the Patriots' 8-yard line. A big play here in the big game, and even 30 yards.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Burrow will score. Touchdown, LA. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. Has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Rams are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready for this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. Now, May. Open man, Demario Douglas. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
It's a gain of 11.
They get 11. And quickly pick up a 1st down.
1st down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Off the play fake, it's May. He'll find Diggs working across the field. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
That's another
And another 1st down and another big gainer. This time 23 yards. On the handoff, Henderson. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
On 3rd and 2, it's May. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
A gain of 6.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Good blocking to the 15. And he's in. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, New England. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Patriots try to climb back into this one. It's now 24-7.
Patriots 7.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. He'll be out of bounds. That's a decent pickup of 5 on first down.
Complete to Kyron Williams. Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Stafford. This throw right side is caught by Adams. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete.
Offside. Defense. That penalty is declined.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Man in motion is Smith. On play action, it's Stafford. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
To the air again. Stafford. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Complete to Devontae Adams. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Stafford to throw again. He gets this complete, finding Adams. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Give, and here comes Williams. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
Stafford now to throw on first down. And he's into the end zone. Colby Parkinson. Touchdown, L.A.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
A try here for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Rams add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Patriots 7.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. To throw now, May. Open man, that's the tight end, Hunter Henry. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Here's May to throw it on first down. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. Two very different halftime speeches, I would assume, by those head coaches. as we get set for half number 2. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Patriots offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Throwing now is May. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Kayshawn Boutte was the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Number 3 to Mario Douglas. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third down, they need 5. Here's May. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Center with Williams. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Parkinson in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He's got it! A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 41 yards.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for a Rams 1st down.
1st down, Rams.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, It's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And the Rams are going to have first and goal. He's inside the 10. Mark him at the 7.
First and goal, Rams.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next.
And he will dive into the end zone. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Rams. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Rams stretch things out even further.
Patriots 7.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Once more, it's Henderson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, New England.
And the Patriots.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 1. Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
He's found his receiver, Butte. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They get 22 yards there. Good for a Patriots first down. Out of the gun, here's May. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. We're trying to locate Travion Henderson out of the backfield. And it'll bring up second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes. Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, but it's probably a touchdown.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Here's May again. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
On fourth down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Patriots cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. They'll start out first down and 10. On the give, it's Williams. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Second and 10. Here's Stafford. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Throw on third down, Stafford, and that is incomplete. Christian Gonzalez, first rounder out of Oregon. Tight coverage there.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
On the return is Jones. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Throwing on second down. May was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
To throw is May. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
1 quarter remains here in Super Bowl 59. EA Sports back for the 4th from SoFi after this. First and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. The reception belongs to Matt Collins. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and a yard. May to throw again. He finds Hollins on the ground. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
May to the air once more. All in by the tight end, Henry. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
To throw again is May. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And third down coming up.
What are you guys doing? What's going on, guys?
Come on, guys, what are you doing? It's terrible. Awful. Seriously. Josie is crazy.
Working out of the gun. It's May. Quickly to the outside and complete. He's going to have enough for a first down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Henderson now on first and 10, and he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
On second down, it's May. That's complete on the tight end screen. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Made to throw on second down. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? And that is incomplete. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot without question. Something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They're going. It's May, and that is caught on fourth and goal. They've got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Borregales now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Pats are able to edge a bit closer.
Patriots 17.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Rams offense about ready to take over once more. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
On the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's second and 9. They run on the jet sweep. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. A pickup there of 13. First down, L.A.
So the challenge of these jet sweeps, Mike, is they happen so fast. Nowadays in these offenses, there's so much pre-snap motion that you don't know if the receiver's just going in regular motion or are they timing it up with the snap to give him the jet sweep. So when you don't get an early read, you see the leverage and the contain of the defense break down, and these receivers and the way they can run, they get out into space. They are a handful to track down.
And 9.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 9. Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. The second down throw is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That's out wide to Williams. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27.
First down, Los Angeles.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
They'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. And he'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7. On the ground, this is Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
For the field goal, a 49-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams will extend their lead.
Patriots, 17.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with Henderson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
So 2 minutes remain on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. Second down, they need 7. Look wide, get this one complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
A 7-yard gain.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection. And while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
They'll run. It's Henderson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Again, it's Henderson. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
8 yards on the pickup.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
To throw now, May. That'll be intercepted. And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
The Rams offense getting set to get back to work. And still 2 timeouts left for the defense, but no real need to use them. They're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's second down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
It's Nakua getting the jet sweep. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
Loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
And the Rams have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. So this, a well-deserved celebration down on the field. You know, Greg, it wasn't totally mistake-free, but about as solid a performance as you could hope to have on the big stage in the big game.
And to think about all the people that had their hand in this, Mike, of course we see on the field the players. Their ability to perform at such a high level goes without say. But then you think of the group around them, the coaching staff, their ability to game plan, and then the front office and the GM who put this roster together. Those are the efforts of a lot of people that went into this Super Bowl victory.
So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team and with my partner, Greg